With more than 65 physicians and 20 locations, 3 of which include urgent care clinics, Tennessee Orthopaedic Alliance is the largest and most comprehensive orthopedic surgery group in Middle Tennessee. To understand how TOA became what it is today, you have to go back nearly a century when Dr. George Carpenter Sr. opened the first orthopedic practice in Nashville.
It was called the Carpenter Shop. It was actually Nashville Orthopaedic Alliance, or Associates, I think, but it was referred to by the residents as the Carpenter Shop.
Nashville has a rich history of orthopedic surgeons. In the 70s, Doctors Lipscomb, Eiler, and Fowler were the big 3, pioneers who paved the way for today's surgeons.
They were fascinating. They were brilliant. They would do some things you kind of go, I don't know if I would have done that, but now that you did, it looks good.
Dr. Dave Alexander started his career in sports medicine, learning from the best. It wasn't long before he was one of the most sought-out orthopedic surgeons in Middle Tennessee. In the mid-90s, Dr. Alexander with Tennessee Orthopaedic Associates approached another popular surgeon in town, Dr. Alan Anderson with the Lipscomb Clinic, to see if he'd like to join forces.
Al and I had known each other growing up, and there was a lot of flux going on, and I went, why don't we just merge? We all know each other. We all trained together. We've known each other for years and years. Why don't we just bring it all together? And he said, good idea.
So, in 1996, TOA, Tennessee Orthopaedic Alliance, was established. The merger, however, didn't come without its share of bumps in the road.
There were a lot of questions, of course, and a lot of concerns about control of finances, etc. I mean, we as doctors do a lot of what we do because we like being in control. We like being in charge. We don't want somebody else telling us what to do.
From the beginning, TOA has taken the lead with innovative procedures in orthopedic surgery, from Dr. Fowler doing the first knee replacement in the Southeast, to Doctors Dave Alexander and Wills Oglesby performing the very first arthroscopic ACL surgery in Middle Tennessee.
I'm most proud of my practice because I have kept learning. That's a hard thing to do through a career. I've worked very hard. I've taken care of lots of patients. I think I have always kept the patient's interest first.
TOA provides expert orthopedic care in 10 specialties, including sports medicine, joint replacement, pediatric orthopedics, and spine.
The depth of service that we can provide with so many subspecialties under one roof, and the beauty of having this many partners is that we can talk to each other and bounce difficult cases among each other and ask each other, hey, what would you do?
You know, we don't ever want to sacrifice patient care for something that's, totally experimental. That being said, we also want to be on the forefront of, important changes in orthopedics.
TOA also takes pride in providing official orthopedic coverage to area high school and college sports teams, providing care to thousands of student athletes.
We do take care of all the high schools here. We take care of MTSU. We also take care of Swanee down the road, so we spend a lot of time taking care of athletes, going to ball games, being available to coaches and trainers and families for athletic injuries and needs.
The relationship that I have with Austin Peay State University is one that's 30 years old. I mean, a lot of these kids, I see them 25 years later. I just saw a kid, Joe Sivet, at the OVC basketball tournament. I hadn't seen him in 15 years. He was one of the basketball players. We had a nice long talk, and that means a lot to me.
Most of the athletes in our area, they're not going to take it to that next level. So to let them do something that they love to do, that they're doing because they've done it their whole life, and this might be it, and you can keep them playing, and you are ingrained with the families and the communities and basically helping those kids kind of play.
One of the pioneers in the specialty of sports medicine was Dr. Alan Anderson, a shining example of how to truly excel at orthopedic surgery. Not only was he one of the founders of TOA, but was a revered surgeon who had a passion for helping patients, both athletes and non-athletes alike. Dr. Anderson passed away in the fall of 2017.
We'd been residents together. We'd known each other in high school. We had fun. He was just brilliant. it was fun. If you had a problem, you can call him up and say, look, I got a problem with this. What do you think? And he would know a lot about it.
You'll probably have some soreness for the next 2 days or so.
His son, Dr. Chris Anderson, is following in his father's footsteps at TOA, creating his own legacy.
Chris is Alan all over again, and he is going to be just like his dad. He's innovative, he's smart, he's just like his dad. I wish they could have practiced together longer.
In 2019, the TOA family lost another one of their own. Dr. Tom Johns was a compassionate and beloved physician in the Murfreesboro community. He took care of many high school athletes in the area and was a team physician for MTSU athletics for 40 years. Over the course of his career, he influenced countless people at TOA and in his community.
He was very much a father figure and a mentor. I thought about it. I spent 25 years practicing with him. You spend less time living in your house growing up, being raised by your true biologic parents. So I spent a lot of time with him. I've learned a lot from him. I'm very sad that he's gone. Murfreesboro will miss him. I don't know if anybody has changed the community as much as he did when he brought good orthopedic care back to this community by himself.
In the years ahead, there's much to look forward to in orthopedic surgery, and the physicians of TOA will be a big part of it. They all agree, orthobiologics is the future, like PRP and stem cell.
To get away from mechanical surgery the way we've done it now since the 40s and get to something where we can recreate joints, recreate damaged tendons and ligaments.
Medicine's a science, but it's also an art. And it's something that we're always growing and always learning. And the growth is exponential. It's every year there's tons of new scientific articles coming out, and it's really exciting. And I imagine that what we're doing in 20 years will be moderately different from what we're doing today.
I'm just proud of the reputation that we have developed among ourselves. I think that we practice high quality medicine here. We have good doctors. We all get along very well. I think we respect each other.
We've been very, very careful in selecting our doctors, so I think we have outstanding, nice people who are trying to give you the best result possible. And that's not always easy to find. There are a lot of people who are trying to do the most possible operations. That's not really the goal. The goal is to give you the best possible outcome.